So the battle over ULEZ continues, and despite public opinion, Sadiq Khan is intent on expanding the ULEZ zone all the way out to the M25 August this year. This is not about emissions. This is not about clean air. This is about revenue. And this guy and the people who support him have been lying. If it were about emissions and clean air, they would not have imposed a ULEZ charge, which basically means those who can afford to pollute are free to do so. What they would have done would have been to have banned vehicles with an emission of over 300 and reduced it year on year on a sliding scale over 5 or 10 years. And because it would have been gradual, because it would have been fair, because manufacturers would have years to prepare and they know what is coming, then by the time the maximum emission is negligible or zero, provisions would already be there, be they EVs, be they some other form of energy for vehicles, whatever the case may be. This is little more than a tax on the poor, on people who cannot afford a newer car. And I am shocked that the entire borough of Greater London is not up in arms, because this is not how things should be done. This is one man's mission to enforce his will on millions and millions of people, and it won't end here. On a positive note, had he banned the most polluting of vehicles, it would also have helped keep those spoilt brats who fly their cars in the summer and drive around Chelsea like they own the place from driving around at all, because as we know, many of them don't even pay their fines. If their vehicles were completely banned, that would be the end of it. If this expansion to the M25 continues, it will be catastrophic. The expansion just out to the north and south circular has done enough damage, and probably one of the most arrogant statements I have heard from Khan over the last year or two was when he said that he was disappointed with the revenue from the last expansion out to the north and south circular. Think about it for a minute. He was disappointed that he was not able to extract more money from poor people. That is basically what he was saying. But expanding between the north and south circular out to the M25 is going to be catastrophic to so many thousands of businesses on the peripherals of London. It will affect people living miles beyond the M25 who work or shop within the M25. And yet this guy is determined to go ahead. We must not let this happen. Everybody supports a cleaner environment, cleaner air, but everything can be done if it is done gradually. If car manufacturers know that the vehicles they produce today will be banned on the roads in major cities within 5 years and motorists will not buy them, they will ensure that next month or next year their vehicles are cleaner and then cleaner and then cleaner. What method they use, that's down to them. It shouldn't be about government to dictate how you do things. The government should just literally set goals that are logical, a time frame and a pathway to those goals, so everybody knows where they stand, not just to enforce knee-jerk laws, especially when this ULEZ law is not even coming from government. It is coming from a arrogant, power-hungry mayor who has his own personal agenda. He should not only be stopped, he should be booted out of office. That's my opinion. I feel very strongly about it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter.